The world remains indifferent to the depth of your struggles. It only watches how you choose to respond when everything seems to be falling apart around you. Deep within the silence of the earth, a tiny seed faces its greatest challenge, trapped between the cold weight of stones and the promise of a distant light. Every living thing must face its own version of the darkness, but not every living thing possesses the courage to look for the light within the gray. Before us lies an unwritten story, a testament to the human spirit and the three distinct levels of how we interpret the hardships that we all encounter. We are defined not by the weights we carry, but by the direction in which we move while carrying them throughout the long and winding journey of life. Let us explore the different paths chosen by those who fail, those who learn, and those who ultimately turn their greatest obstacles into their most powerful advantages. Level 1 is the instinct of avoidance. For many, adversity is nothing more than a convenient excuse to stop trying and surrender to their heavy, difficult fate. They look at the barriers in front of them and see only impenetrable walls, ignoring the potential for growth that lies hidden beneath the surface of struggle. When the path becomes difficult, they find reasons to turn back, convincing themselves that the weight of the world is simply too much for them to bear. This is the level of the weak mind, where every crack in the path represents a final end rather than a new beginning for the human soul. They label their challenges as problems that cannot be solved, building a cage of limitations around their own potential with the words they choose to speak, a reason to give up, and a justification for staying exactly where they are in their comfort zone. They wait for the storm to pass without realizing that the storm is exactly what they need to wash away the dust and reveal their true inner strength. In this state of mind, the individual becomes a victim of their circumstances, allowing the external world to dictate the terms of their internal peace and happiness. The story ends before it truly begins, silenced by the loud echoes of excuses that drown out the quiet whisper of the heart's hidden, untapped power. Level 2 is the map of scars. Good people view adversity as a vital source of experience, understanding that every wound carries a lesson for their future. They do not waste their precious energy lamenting the hardness of the obstacles. Instead, they adapt their routes to navigate through the complex and narrow rocky paths. Each struggle is viewed as a classroom, where the syllabus is written in the language of persistence and the lessons are learned through the act of doing. They replace the word problem with the word challenge, shifting their perspective from one of defeat to one of active and conscious engagement with their reality. They analyze their failures, dissecting the moments of weakness to find the hidden grains of wisdom that will guide them through the next inevitable storm of life. The scars they carry are not marks of shame, but badges of honor that prove they have survived and grown stronger because of the difficulties they faced. They understand that growth is often a slow and painful process, requiring patience and a willingness to endure the friction of the world without losing their spirit. With every inch they gain, they become more aware of their own capabilities, building a foundation of confidence that is rooted in the reality of their effort. Experience becomes their most valuable asset, a library of solutions that they can call upon whenever the path ahead seems uncertain or dangerously steep and rocky. They have learned to dance with the wind and negotiate with the stone, finding a way to exist where others saw only an impossible and barren wasteland. This is the level of the student of life, where the goal is not just to survive, but to accumulate the wisdom necessary for the journey ahead. Level 3 unveils the power of the springboard. Truly outstanding individuals transform their greatest hardships into the very foundation of their most significant and lasting triumphs. To them, the height of the mountain is not a deterrent, but a measure of how far they will eventually soar once they master the climb. They do not merely overcome adversity, they utilize the energy of the struggle to propel themselves to heights that were previously thought to be completely unreachable. The stone that once threatened to crush them has now become the pedestal that holds them high above the ground, visible for all the world to see. They view every crisis as a grand opportunity, a chance to reinvent themselves and to demonstrate the true extent of their creative and resilient human nature. Their perspective is one of total ownership, understanding that they are the architects of their own destiny, regardless of the materials they are given to build. The greater the pressure they face, the more they refine their focus, turning the coal of their circumstances into the diamonds of their ultimate personal achievements. They find beauty in the struggle, knowing that the most magnificent blossoms are often the ones that had to fight the hardest to reach the morning sun. They inspire everyone around them, showing that it is possible to not only survive the harshness of life, but to flourish and prosper in its very center. This is the level of the visionary, the one who sees the hidden potential in every obstacle and the dormant power in every moment of deep despair. They have mastered the art of leverage, using the weight of their problems to swing themselves toward the light with more force and much greater speed. For the outstanding individual, there are no limits, only horizons that are waiting to be reached and stones that are waiting to be climbed upon today. They are the living proof that the spirit can overcome anything, provided it is willing to use the very earth beneath it as a powerful springboard. As we sit in the quiet reflection of these 3 levels, we must ask ourselves the most important question of all. Which path are we currently walking? Are we still looking for excuses, allowing the rocks in our path to define where we stop and where we decide to give up on our dreams? Are we gathering experience, carefully recording the lessons of our scars, and using them to build a better version of ourselves with every passing single day? Or are we ready to use every hardship as a springboard, launching ourselves into a future that is defined by our strength rather than by our past pains? The choice is not made once but 1,000 times a day, in every thought we entertain and in every action we decide to take forward. Life will always provide the stones. It will always provide the wind in the darkness, but it also provides the light and the hidden moisture for growth. Your heart knows the way, even when the path is hidden. It understands that the pressure you feel is often the very thing that is shaping you. Take a moment to breathe and to recognize the incredible power that resides within you, waiting to be used as a force for your own transformation today. You are not a victim of your story. You are the author, the narrator, and the protagonist who has the power to change the ending at any time. Remember the tiny sprout in the rock. It didn't have a map, it didn't have a guide, but it had an unyielding desire to reach the light. Adversity is a gift wrapped in a rough and painful shell. It is up to you to have the courage to open it and find the treasure. The stones will remain, the sun will always rise again, and the final decision on how to live your life will always belong to your heart. The choice is yours to make today. Will you remain hidden in the shadows of excuses, or will you rise to become something truly remarkably extraordinary. May you find the strength to turn every stone into a step and every hardship into a springboard for your most beautiful and meaningful life journey.